is Donez. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a chicken pea / SME tax-free type beat. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, share this with anybody else who would like to see it. And let's get right into this tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my BPM to like 180. I'm going to go into the channel rack. And I'm going to get like an E piano of some sort. I'm going to go into Nexus. And I'm going to grab one from here. I like this one right here. I'm going to set my grid in here, view, scale highlighting. And I'm going to set my grid. I'm going to right click on minor and I'll do G sharp. And we're going to build our chords. So we'll start at G sharp, skip one. You're using these white notes. Those are all in the scale. These black notes are not in the scale. So just follow the white notes and then kind of create a bounce with these chords. Usually you can kind of like play something out to kind of hear how it's going to sound. I'm going to copy this over with Control B. Let's switch the bass notes down here. I'm going to do Control up arrow to make this go up an octave. I'm going to do Alt R to randomize the velocity, and then I'm going to copy this over with Control B. Now I have this. I'm going to get a Synth Bass out of Purity. I usually do this one right here, the Synth Bass one. It sounds really good. So I'm just going to copy the bass notes with this Synth Bass. And then I'm going to do Control L to lengthen these, and then do Control down arrow to make them in a lower octave. Actually, I'm going to do it one more time. And sometimes these like transitional notes right here, just anything in the scale that's like kind of like right next to each other, sometimes sounds good. So I'm going to just see how this sounds. And then we'll do... I'm gonna do Control A and then scroll up with Alt to make this velocity go up. And then I'm gonna do Control B to paste this over. I might turn the synth bass up, turn on the piano a little bit. I'm gonna get a bell out of Purity, that Tubular Bells preset, and I'm just gonna follow the bass notes again. I'm gonna hold Alt and left click just to make this at default velocity. I'm gonna get a string out of 313 VST. This is my favorite string, these jealousy strings. I'm just gonna find a pattern. I'm gonna switch these over here. Kind of do the same bass pattern down here, and then do Control up arrow to put it in this octave, and I'm gonna drag this over with shift and then left click. Do Alt R to randomize. I might drop these down an octave. So I'm gonna double click on these rectangles, come over here, transpose, -1. And then also, now that I did that, now I have to change my scale over here down to G. I kind of want to get like a top piano. I like this arena ambience piano a lot. I'm gonna just make a pattern with it. Just something in scale. Control B. And then Alt R to randomize. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clone this Nexus right here, and I'm gonna do something for the bass pattern. I'm gonna do this Nexus grand piano, and just kind of like long extended notes. I'm gonna do one right here, one right here, one right here. Do Control L. Elongate this. Highlight these with Control, and then do Alt scroll up, and then Control down. And I'm gonna find, I think this 2 octave is good for these. Then I'm gonna just do Control B to copy this over. I hear kind of like I might put a saxophone in this beat. I'm gonna do a saxophone from Xenology. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go down here. Saxophones. This alto saxophone is literally perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of reverb on it. This reverb send. Probably like somewhere around like 50%. I think it goes up to 127. Yeah, somewhere around like right here, like 64. And now I'm just gonna put in a pattern and key. Make sure you're using these white notes like always. The melody. Now I'm gonna do the drums. I'm gonna leave a link to my new 2024 drum kit in the description. If you made it this far in the video, use code 20OFF for 20% off of the kit. I'm gonna start with my hats. I'm gonna use this baby hat right here. Make sure you put on cut itself for your drums, and then I'm gonna just do fill each 2. I like that pattern. I'm gonna delete this with Control X, highlight these, and do Control B. I'm gonna put in a snare, like this Damn John Boy snare. They usually do something like this. I'm gonna turn the snare up a little bit. this crash right here. Go to the piano roll, highlight this, Control B. I'm gonna put in some perks. I'm gonna use this clav perk. I'm gonna copy this over. I'm gonna do these shoddy red lasers right here at the start, just 4 of them. I'm gonna copy this over, Control B. Cleans up a little bit. I'm gonna do these tuned bongos right here at the start of this one, and then since these are tuned, I gotta make sure that these are in the right. I'm gonna do Control down arrow, G5 because we're in the scale of G. Highlight this, Control B over. I'm gonna throw these rims. I'm gonna throw this Mexico Dro rim at the end of this bar. Then I'm gonna do Control B. I'm gonna do this cowbell right here. I'm gonna copy it over. I'm gonna put a hit at the end right here. This Detroit one. Or I'll do my own one. I like this hit. I custom made this hit. I think it sounds really good at the end of like each 4. You don't put it right here though. You put it like right before there, and it'll kind of like slide in. So that's what I usually do with that. I'm gonna double click on any of these rectangles. Go into the mixer, right click, do channel routing, and then do route selected channels starting from this track. That'll just put everything in here. I'm gonna hold Control and just drag these down because that's how I like to start my mixes. Anything that's a melody, I'm gonna highlight over. I'm gonna go into my mixing presets, and this is like the best thing to mix your melodies is this 100 hertz cut is gonna take the bass out of the melodies, so your 808 can hit. Matter of fact, that reminds me, I do need to add the 808. I'm gonna just do a spins on. I'm gonna do a spins on 25%. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I like this hard spins right here. There's a little bit of a kick at the start. And I'm just gonna make sure that my 808 is following my bass notes down here. And I'm just gonna put in a pattern. Let me unmute everything again. I'm gonna highlight this, drag it back up. My fault. And I gotta add in a 808 pattern. And do Control B to paste this over. And then I'm also going to come over here and just Alt scroll these down and keep the hold up. This is the only thing you want, so the 808 stops as soon as you release it, so it's not bleeding. I'm also gonna route the 808. I'm just gonna click one time on this rectangle, come over to 16 or 17 channel routing, and then route selected channels to this track. I'm going to actually arrange this over here with shift scroll wheel just so I can have it next to my melodies. That's usually the order I mix it in. And now I'm going to highlight these now, and I'm going to drag them down. And now I'm just going to level everything up. This is so I can just get, a fresh start on the mix and level everything like in my opinion, the best way possible. Because when the sounds are going, it's really hard to like. Sometimes like you won't really notice something's really loud until like you turn it down and like, okay, that was really loud. So that's the reason I do it this way. So I'm just gonna press spacebar, and now it's playing at the top, and now I'm just gonna level this up. Now sometimes these sounds will be. I use that red line as like a guidance for where I put the bottom of my EQ. I'm gonna turn up this bell real quick. It's that same EQ preset in here on my 808, and I'll show you guys what I do with it. Is I'm gonna merge this so it's in the middle of the mix. It's not separated, like it's directly in the middle. My fault. Directly in the middle. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that red line as a guide to reduce the muddiness out of this 808 right Now I'm going to split by channel, hold shift and click at the top one and the bottom one. I'm just going to drag these on to the playlist. I'm also going to highlight these again with control, and then I'm going to drag them out to 8 bars, get the clipper tool, hold shift, hold right click, and just trim off the ends of these because we don't need these. And now I'm going to hold control, highlight, and then do control B and paste these over a bunch of times so I can arrange the beat. So I'm going to take all the drums out at first, probably besides like the hit. I'm going to take out maybe the bass right here. I might leave the strings in. It's a little bit muddy. I might make an octave of these strings in a lower octave. I'm gonna do make unique, come in here, and do control down arrow. And I'm going to use this for the first half of the verse, and the second half of the verse will be the higher octave ones. Usually these beats are just verse, verse, verse. There's not really a hook. So that's why I arranged it the way that I did. At the very end too, or I might just have it end off right there. I think it sounds good. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in my tag right here. I'm also gonna mix in my tag. Left click on insert 18, channel routing, route selected, channels to this track, and I'm just gonna level my tag. And pretty much everything is done. Here is the final beat.